wanted to give you all some ideas for Switcher. A little tutorial for you guys. I'll be popping up some some photos of how to get started in it. Just a simple run through. I'm going to try and keep it under 10 minutes. Excuse me. So let's begin. When you first come up to the app, after you download it, it's going to ask you for a subscription, right? The subscription is free for the first month, and then after that, it's going to charge you $29 a month. It is very, very useful, so it is definitely worth the $29 a month. You can do a lot in this. It is very much worth it. The church does pay for it, so it is very nice to use the Switcher. And of course, you can cancel it anytime. So now now that we've covered the subscription part of it, we're going to dive into Switcher. Let's see here. We're going to pull this up. So right here you see you can log in to create an account, or you can use it as a remote camera mode. Log in, which would be your account, create an account, which is where you would first start your subscription. Remote camera mode is actually where you tap that, and I can use my iPad or my iPhone for a camera. And then go to the next part. After you log in, it says use a switcher, or you can use it as a remote camera mode. Use a switcher. If you tap that, it'll bring you up to this slide. Well, this right here shows you everything for Switcher. To the left here, the sources, it's where you have all of your graphics, your videos, your cameras, everything like that. You see at the top there, you see those three little bars in the top left-hand corner. That is actually where it says My Recordings, or you can go back to the home screen there. If you hit close, you see where it says the I up there. It's actually, when you tap that, it actually shows you how much battery each and every camera has, and how much, let's see, shows you how much battery, how much storage being used on it, the stream size of it all, and it's very nice actually to see everything. And then of course right there it has a camera, it can be turned around. The autofocus is the AF up top. That sync button is you can sync certain things. Where it looks like a volume level right there is actually your built-in microphone, to where it's taking volume in, and that is actually what's being recorded. You have your mic with a slash going through it. That is actually where you can mute the video altogether, so no one can hear you. But if you have a video playing and you mute that, the video will still make its noises and everything like what it's supposed to do, but they won't be able to hear you, so you can talk during that video. Excuse me. And then it says where it says live, and it says record there, and underneath it shows you how long you've been recording, and then the red button is your start and your stop. So down below the screen there, you see where it says inputs. This is built-in camera, and then it says other, right? All your cameras, all your phones have to be on the same Wi-Fi network. They cannot be on two different, like one can't be on data and then one can't be on a actual Wi-Fi network. They have to be on the same, otherwise it won't connect. That's just part of how they made Switcher. But anyway, so that is the inputs. You can put up to 9 cameras into that. Then we're going to go to our outputs here. Outputs takes it to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Live, Twitch, custom RTMP, and none. None is just to simply record, is actually what I'm actually doing right now. And then that's outputs for you, and you can actually add an output where it says plus there. And then we're going to go to this next one. It's the Facebook chat. So if you're live on Facebook and you want to see what everybody's commenting to make sure that nothing's going wrong on your live feed, you can just hit load comments there. I'm kind of blocking it, no, aren't I? But hit load comments there, and it actually gets you all the comments that's on your Facebook live chat right there. It's very simple, very easy. The effects here, I usually do cross dissolve. That's what I'm actually doing right now. I have it set for that. You see where it says cut, which is a straight cut through, like that right there. But I normally do cross dissolve just because it's more simple, it's more flowy, it's more easier for everyone to actually see. So I'm gonna do this right here so you guys can still see me and I'm not blocking that. But that was and I just did that all in like 5 seconds, just so you know. It's that easy. But that's your effects. You can do a lot of different things with it. So if I wanted to go here and then do, let's go to the next slide, right? I want to create that as B. I'm sorry. There we go. How it did that right there, how it went up. But if I wanted to go back to my camera, the cube effect. If I wanted to go to a twist and go back to my effects here, bam. It's very simple. It's very super easy. I mean, very easy to use. But we're gonna do this. There we go. That is the effects part of it. And then this is actually the audio. And I'm gonna go to a solo so it brings it up bigger for you guys. This right here is the audio. So it's like the built-in microphone. You can see down there where it says auxiliary channels. There it's going to be used as your, it would be your, all your phones that are plugged in on the same Wi-Fi network. This is only an Apple thing, so you can't use, to my knowledge, you cannot use Samsung, all Androids, anything like that. It has to be iPhones or iPads. You can't use Amazon tablets, anything like that, to my knowledge. If you can, awesome. But to my knowledge, I've only been able to use Apple products. So, but we're going to go to the next slide here. That's your built-in microphone. And also, before we go, the built-in microphone is the main microphone. So whichever phone you use or whichever tablet you use, make sure that you are plugged into that right there. We normally use a iRig Pre. We went from the iRig Pre out of the iPad into a ground, like what you would use for a direct box for like a bass or piano, and then we went into the board to make sure that ground was out. And when we went into our board, it was fine, and we could actually take the entire mix and throw it into Switcher. So it was very nice, very lovely. But that's the built-in microphone. It's very easy to use. And then we're going to go to the next one here. I did it again. Okay. Then this part right here is the camera control. It's very self-explanatory. It creates everything for your camera. It can zoom, focus, exposure, white balance, LED light, and stabilization. You got some more down there. But you can, if you allow that all right there, and you get to playing with it in that area, if you get to playing with it in that area, then you can actually see what I'm talking about. Go here, let's see, I did it right that time. So down there at the bottom, you see the circle with the blue circle, the white line around the blue circle in the middle, and the plus sign. That right there says, it shows the inputs, the outputs, the customs. I'm sorry, no, that is not it. I always jump to that. The 3 dots over to in the bottom left right hand corner. This is the customize area. So you got inputs, outputs, Facebook chat. You can actually take these and move them to different spots. So you can actually say, okay, now I got my live outputs in, or my outputs in, my inputs in. Now I want my Facebook chat so I can see what's going on. You can actually customize all that, put them where you want. Very easy to use. And then that now down to the plus button. It says the photo, video, text and graphics, logos, inputs, multi-views. I'm going to run through all those right quick. Once you tap photo, this is what's going to pop up for you. The photo library, the imported photos. This is where you can pull all the photos from. Here is the video slot. So you can see the photo library, imported videos, my recordings, and your recordings is actually the thing that's on Switcher already. And then your text and graphics, you can create titles, lower thirds, social overlays, broadcast notification, logos, corner bugs, image overlays, images, lower thirds, all that fun stuff. This is actually what we use for my church right here, TPAL. I created that and I threw it into Switcher, and then I also put it as a logo. So anytime I move the camera, I'll show you. So if I wanted to do this, and I brought myself up here and I move the camera, it's going to stay in that corner altogether. It's very easy to use. Okay, let's see. And then this is the logo area. So you can actually see where you can pull your logos from. This is the input area again, just like when you first open the app where it has the inputs. You can take your phones and put it in there. Just another way for you to add them. And then here is the multi-views, the dashboard, the split screen, the flap, the slides, the picture in a picture. When you first see me do this, the dashboard here, this is the dashboard where you can see everything. And then this is actually the picture in a picture. Bam. There's a slot. You can do it like this right here. It's pretty easy. It's pretty fun, especially when you get to really going with it here. But we're going to go back to this. And then you can see where it says preview right here. I'm past my 10-minute mark. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hurry. The preview area, if you look down the bottom left-hand corner, you can see where those 4 little boxes are actually highlighted right there. This gives you a preview section of what it will look like. So I can throw a picture up there of the preview of what I want in the preview, and then hit preview to live there, and it throws it onto the live video for me. And then if you hit select down there in the middle, right next to the input section, you see where it said how it has all those dots on every single one of those images and slates and all that stuff. You can actually select those and edit, delete, or copy those. And the last thing here is actually the 3 lines up at the top. It's very simple, very easy to use, guys. I wish I'd got this video out sooner. I know the pandemic is probably about to end, but I do want to put this out there for you guys, because if anything were to happen, you'll need this. I hope this is very helpful for you guys. So if you need anything, message me on Facebook. I'll be glad to answer some questions, comment, whatever you need. But this stuff right here is very simple to use. It's very easy to use. Please, if you have any questions, let me know. I do not mind to answer them. When it comes to the audio, that right there is like a more deeper thing to go into. The best thing to do for audio is the iRig Pre. You can do a lot of different things. I know there's probably 2 or 3 other tutorials out there for this, and it probably has bigger explanations for everything, but this is just a simple run through for you, because a lot of times whenever you're looking for a thing to work for your church, you need simple and easy. So please, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, guys, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.